What's up, cooks? It's Wednesday. Today we have a whole kitchen filled with KitchenAid mixers, and we're going to be trying out some BeaterBlades. So the nice people from BeaterBlades sent us a box of beaters for KitchenAid mixers for all different sizes of mixers. And we're going to be taking a look at these, and we're going to try one of these out in one of these KitchenAid mixers. So what's up? It's Wednesday. Let's try out the BeaterBlade on KitchenAid Stand Mixer. So I've seen these BeaterBlades all over the place, but I've never had a chance to try them out. This is one for a Pro 600, and what's interesting about it is it has scraper paddles on each side of the BeaterBlade. So we will get a more thorough scrape and mix with using one of these, right? So I just want to thank BeaterBlade for sending over this box of BeaterBlades for us to look at and for sponsoring this video. I'm going to put links down in the description to all of these. You're going to buy the BeaterBlade based on your model because all these models have different size beaters. So you have to make sure that you get the right one for your model. So links will be down in the description to all their products. And there's some fun things in here that we have actually talked about in the Facebook group. And I've wanted to use it, and we have one here in the kitchen. So let's see, the very first thing is, what is this? Shark bites. Bites in your mouth, silicone mold. Oh, how cute. It makes little like pigs in a blanket. You make it out of mini hot dogs made out of tasty pancake batter. I didn't know they made anything like this. So these are little sharks that you put hot dogs in. Oh, cute. So you put the little hot dogs in there with some pancake. I'm sure you could put some like sausage in there, cooked sausage, and pancake batter and make little sharks. That is so cute. So it's a silicone mold with little sharkies. I like it. They also have these. These are called absorbent wipes, new Metro absorbent wipes, and they absorb 16 times its weight in liquid. Dishwasher safe and washer safe. Awesome. I wonder if they expand when they get wet. Okay, so here are our BeaterBlades, and the very first thing in here is this new Metro universal pouring chute. One of the things I've always said is the pouring chute that comes with these mixers can be kind of clunky. They're not wide enough really to get anything through them. So I saw these a while ago, and we talked about these in the Facebook group. So this is like a stainless steel pouring shield to fit on the mixer. So we're going to try this out. So here's the pouring shield. Awesome. Look at that. Nice and wide for your ingredients. So this would just go on the side of the bowl. So you can put stuff in here. I like it. We're going to try this out. So we have two of those. We also have a bunch of their BeaterBlades. So this is a BeaterBlade, and they have a really unique design to them. They have scrapers all the way around, so you get that thorough scraping. This one goes to a Pro 600. So we have two. So they fit the mixer listed on the BeaterBlade. So this one is a KA-6L. It attaches to the 6-quart bowl lift mixers. We have the KA5L, And the 5 is the one you got to make sure you get the right one, really, because the 5 comes in like a wide bowl and a narrow bowl. So this attaches to the 5-quart mixers. It's the KA5L. And it provides all the model numbers that it works with. So I have out the Professional HD 5-quart. We're gonna try this on there. So we have 2 of those. Here's another one. And we have 2 of the paddles for the tilt head. Whoops, the tilt head models. And these work with the 4.5, the Classic Plus, the Ultra, and the any 4.5, as well as the Artisan. So it has all the models here on the back. And this is also for the 4.5. So let me get the mixers over here first. We're gonna try out the Artisan 4.5 beater first. I'm gonna grab one of these pink mixers in the back and bring it up here and we'll try it out. So we're gonna go ahead, this is the Artisan, my little pinky. We're gonna put the beater blade on here. We're gonna lower the head down. Awesome. Had to give a little geeking over it, right? So let's bring out the Professional HD 5-quart and we'll see if it fits that and we'll check it out. So this is the KA5L that fits the 5-quart. One of the models is a KG25HOX, which is this model. It's the Professional HD 5-quart. The first thing is to put this onto our post here. So it fits perfectly fine on the post, as you would expect. I'm gonna raise it up. We're gonna start it up. Okay, so we're just kind of making our rounds on this. The next we're going to be using the KA6L on the Pro 600. We're going to be making some peanut butter cookies on this to see how it creams. So let me get out the ingredients and let me wash the beater blade and we'll get going. Okay, I have the beater blade for the 6-quart. This is the Pro 600. We're going to go ahead and put it on. I got some butter in there. Okay, so the true test for the beater is its ability to cream. So when you cream, you want to bring that sugar and that butter together and you want to get a nice fluffy creamed mixture. So I usually cream it. I leave it on for 3-4 minutes so I can get that. It'll get lighter in color and nice and fluffy. So we have our butter in here. This is like two sticks of butter. Sugars in here. Let me put this on and just put the white sugar in here and see how this does. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think I really like this the shoot, because usually with some of these mixers it's hard to get stuff in between the bowl and the beater because there's not a lot of space, but that really made a lot of difference. I don't know how's this going to work with brown sugar though. Yeah, it works good with brown sugar. Woo! Okay, so let's take a look at this creaming here. So the benefit of the beater blade is it goes around and it really scrapes the sides of the bowl, and it so you don't have to constantly scrape. And I already see that happening. Look at that. One thing you'll notice is it's pretty close to the sides of the bowl, so you will get, I was getting a lot of squeak out of it when there was nothing in the bowl, but once there's stuff in the bowl, it's working really well. And that being close to the edge there, you can see how it's really doing a great job of scraping that edge. Woo. Getting that fluffiness out of it, like it's only been a minute or two, not like the 3, 4, 5 minutes that I've had to do in the past. Really nice. Look at that fluffy, fluffy, fluffy. I like it so far. Okay, so it's nice and creamed. Next, I'm going to put in some peanut butter. And we're just doing this basically to look at the quality of the mixing, the creaming and the mixing. So, whoo. I'm doing my standard peanut butter cookie.
Yeah, might as well scrape it off on the beater.
Yeah. So let's see what happens. Really nice. I mean, I don't even need to scrape this. Yeah, I would say it's doing a really good job. Look at that. It's completely scraping the sides. Really nice. So I'm going to put in a couple eggs. Beat that job that it's doing. So I'm going to put all my dry ingredients in here. Give it a stir in the flour. We're going to slow this down, obviously. I'm going to put my chute on here. I'm going to be doing this backwards. Nice. Okay, so I like the chute. Really like the chute. I have a lot of trouble getting ingredients in here. Trying to fuss it through here, right? Fantastic. I love the chute. And I love the beater blade. Look at that. Woo. Don't want to overmix it. So I have never made this recipe where I didn't have to scrape. And I didn't have to scrape one single time using this beater blade. I didn't have to scrape at all. So let's see how this did all the way to the bottom of our mixture here. So let me go ahead. We got to get all this off of here, don't we, Boo? Because you got to maximize the number of cookies you can get out of this.
Well, that's a hard job. Someone's got to do it. How's the mix quality? Does it look incorporated?
It looks really good. I'm really, really impressed. It got all the way down. If you can see that, it got all the way down to the bottom. One of the problems on the KitchenAid is there's like a little bump here, and sometimes stuff can get stuck down here, and then you have unincorporated flour and ingredients. This got all the way to the bottom. I didn't have to scrape it at all, and I don't think I rarely have this this recipe that I don't have to scrape it. So I think it did a great job.
So that's a pretty goopy recipe there.
Yeah, it's a real sticky recipe, and it came out nice and fluffy. Look at that. It's awesome. Also about the pouring chute. So the pouring chute, this is the other one that they sent. It's the new Metro pouring chute, universal pouring chute. And I'm going to tell you, I really, really, really like this pouring chute. Let me take this one out of the box because the other one I got kind of dirty. So this is how the pouring chute looks. It's dry or liquid ingredient, surgical stainless steel. Works with most stand mixer brands. So this might work if you have something other than a KitchenAid. Ooh, I just got flour all over it. So this is the chute. And I'm going to tell you, it did a great job. I'm really liking this. I'm going to be using this more, and we'll see how it goes. But just getting things in there with the mixer head and the beater and the closeness between the bowl and here, a lot of times it's hard for me to get ingredients in here. But this made it absolutely fantastic. I love this thing.
A good challenge will be sometimes if you got those bread dough hooks, they've got the flat anti-climb.
Yeah, we have the flat thing on there. So this is a universal pouring chute. So we'll be trying it on other mixers to see how it works. But right now for the KitchenAid, it did a fantastic job, and so did the BeaterBlade. So cooks, I will put links down in the description to all of these BeaterBlades. They are from New Metro Design. New Metro Design, yeah. Take a look at them, and especially take a look at this pouring chute. I really like it. I just want to thank BeaterBlade for sponsoring this video. I really appreciate it, and your BeaterBlades are awesome. I love them. So what's up? It's Wednesday. We officially have like 5 KitchenAids in the Amy Learns to Cook kitchen. Have some cookies that I'm going to bake off for our lunches this week. And we have some new BeaterBlades. Take a look at these because they're really cool. It's Wednesday. I hope you have a great week, a fantastic week, as a matter of fact. If you like this video and you want to join us on our journey to become a better cook, please hit that subscribe button below and that bell so you get notified of our uploads. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you've used a BeaterBlade, if you've used one of these pouring chutes, and how you like it. Also, come on over to my Facebook group. We talk about stand mixers all day long, right? Facebook.com/groups/Amy Learns to Cook. Also, you can catch me on Pinterest and Twitter at Amy Learns to Cook. And on Instagram, I'm at Cooking with Amy. Happy Wednesday, y'all. I hope you have a great week.